Let me see, where was I yesterday? Oh, that's right, I went to PAX. It was the bomb, and you guys, I'm sure, are excited to hear all the stuff I tried. I got to play the Wii U, which I was very excited about, and I talked about that on my channel earlier. But maybe I'll save that for last and give my impressions maybe a bit later. Well, maybe I'll tell you how I started PAX, and the first thing is that we went to Borderlands 2 because I have my friend, he's a big Borderlands fan. We got there and the line filled up like that, and we kind of just wandered around, and then finally we got to, that was where we started in like the smaller section, which is only like half the size of the larger section, and that's where they had Borderlands and kind of like the smaller companies games. And then we moved on to like the hallway where they have like board games and stuff, and then the hallway leads to the big room, which is where they have Halo, Assassin's Creed, Gears of War, Sony. They had the All-Stars, PlayStation All-Stars, the Wii U, Far Cry, any new game you think, oh, Aliens had a great booth. Yeah, it was all there. Anything you could think of, it was probably there. So I got some swag that I'm going to show off. And so I guess the first game I'll start with was the Marvel Heroes. Show that off. And I got a t-shirt too. Here. That's the t-shirt. It's got Doctor Doom on it and like the Avengers and stuff. Unfortunately, the only sizes they had left were smalls, I think. So this one's a small. So it doesn't really fit me. But maybe I'll give it to a friend or something. So yeah, I played it, and it was just a demo. Apparently they haven't even done the beta yet, which I signed up for. Well, they said, you know, they'll send me an email if I can get the beta or not, you know. And I played as the Hulk. Like, there was the Hulk, Iron Man, and Black Widow, and I don't remember. I shouldn't have played as the Hulk because he wasn't that interesting of a character. So I didn't play it for very long because I think it was kind of towards the end of our day. So yeah, Hulk wasn't all that interesting, but it was like very fluid. It looked very nice. And I was joking to the lady standing at the booth, like, "Hey, it's got to be better than DC Universe, right?" I've never played it. I don't have any real rights to hate it. But you know, I'm a big Marvel over DC fan. So that's Marvel. I think I'll take this off now. Let's see, what else did I play? Have you guys heard about the dinosaurs versus humans game? It's called Primal Carnage. They were handing out, if you played the game, they were handing out poster boxes, which is cool because I did get a poster. Yeah. And yeah, it looks like a pretty fun game. I played as every single class that was available. I played as the T-Rex, the Raptor, the Dilophosaurus, Pterodon, and Pterodon. I know you don't pronounce the T. Carnotaurus. And yeah, it seemed like a pretty fun game. Maybe not something I'd get into, which is weird because I love dinosaurs. Yeah, it kind of seems pretty too simple for my taste. I don't know. Maybe later on it'll get a whole lot better. But so keep an eye on it. But as of now, don't get like super pumped about it. It's good. It's probably one of the best dinosaur games in a while. But so yeah, that was cool. I didn't leave anything in there. What else did I play? Oh, I played Gears of War Judgment. I don't know if you guys can see that poster, but it's pretty fun. I played free-for-all mode, which is new for Gears, which is like, that should be a given for any shooter game, but it's kind of weird how it doesn't entirely fit into Gears, which is, you know, probably why they didn't have it until now. It's just like Gears, only it's a bit weird to have cogs fighting cogs. It didn't seem to make a whole lot of sense, but so it's not my cup of tea. Free for all is not my cup of tea. Gears of War is, I'd be sipping that drink all day long. But yeah, just free for all Gears is not my thing. But it was fun. and there was a couple new weapons that I saw other people play as. I only used traditional Lancer and shotgun and Nasher pistol. And then he went out to get lunch, but he had already been to the Assassin's Creed 3 show, and then he had gotten the swag there, and I saw how cool it was. This freaking tomahawk for Assassin's Creed 3. Unfortunately, what I thought was kind of lame was that Assassin's Creed 3 was not playable. In fact, they had this massive, not massive, but it was a really cool booth. I have some pictures and the video I'll edit into this. I apologize, I forgot to talk about this whole video. I'm literally just going off the top of my head, so I apologize for any lack of quality. So, because I have so many pictures and videos, it's going to be the first time I'm actually editing a video in a couple months. Because last time I edited a video, my editing software just crashed and it won't even let me use it anymore. And then YouTube would screw up the audio. So I'm going to keep as much of it as just film like this, with as little editing as possible. And then I can just like maybe add it all into Windows Movie Maker or something. So I apologize if Movie Maker made the quality of the picture really crappy. It's nothing I can do about it. The quality of my camera is actually pretty decent. Back to the games. I apologize. I just had to talk about that. So, Assassin's Creed 3, they had this really awesome booth, Glowing A. They had this thing, if you pre-order the game at PAX, you get an awesome t-shirt. It had a fantastic showing. Everybody was walking around with these things. But then you actually go to the booth and go inside, and it's just like a mini theater, and you watch someone play watch an employee play the same Boston demo that's been on the internet for weeks. So, it was cool to see, like, the inside was decorated, and they had, like, all this American Revolution facts and stuff on the side, and they had, like, fake rocks to make it very atmospheric. But the game looks awesome. It was good to see the Boston demo in, like, the best possible picture you could see it in. It was PlayStation 3, I don't know if I said that. So yeah, the game looks great, but we all knew it was going to be great. So nothing new from Assassin's Creed, at least from my perspective. So yeah, this one's probably my favorite swag I got. Okay, so I went down to like 3DS levels. Oh yeah, so pretty much the best 3DS game I played was Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Now, I'm a little, I didn't get a full experience of it, I don't think, because literally I just played about 5 minutes of it, and I didn't even get the Poltergust. So, I just know how it looks, how it feels. It feels good. The controls are not what I expected, but then again, I don't know what I was expecting. Is it like X and B? Right, the top and bottom. X and B are move your flashlight up and down. That's how you point it. A and Y don't seem to do anything. Some people were thinking that instead of the Game Boy Horror, or whatever it was called in the first one, is now going to be a DS Fright. I don't know if it's called the DS Fright, but it is a DS. So, some people got that right. So, yeah, Dark Moon is going to be pretty good, I think. I'm not a big Paper Mario fan, so I didn't play that. I got a list of like Nintendo stuff here that they all brought there. I saw a guy demoing Black version 2 and White version 2 Pokemon, and it looks just as good as any other Pokemon game. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. I have a list of all the games I played right here. That's great. So yeah, then I played New Super Mario Bros. 2 on the 3DS. They had that demo. They had a lot of games that have already been out. I got these AR cards for playing Kid Icarus, which is a lot more than I was expecting. I was expecting to get one of these. They gave me 3. I apologize for the length of this video too. So yeah, there's 3. I got that for playing Kid Icarus Uprising, even though I literally had it in the 3DS that I brought with me. But yeah, any AR cards are good. So that's aside. What else? Oh yeah, and then for playing New Super Mario Bros. 2 on 3DS, which, by the way, I totally was right. and I'm glad I didn't get it because it's exactly the same as the other New Super Mario Bros. So, I mean, I'm a big fan of New Super Mario Bros, but it's starting to get a little dry, and probably not going to get the Wii U one either. So yeah, for playing the game, I got this t-shirt, which is, now I'm realizing, a lot bigger than I thought it was, because they only had larges and extra large. So I figured, I can wear large. It's a lot more wearable than an extra large. So yeah, it's a pretty cool t-shirt. I'll probably wear it every once in a while. I played Colonial Marines, which it's good. It's definitely the thing is that I played the new escape mode, and they had, which I thought was kind of lame. They had the employees of Sega or whatever. They were playing as the aliens, and they didn't let normal people play as the aliens. So the people at, people like me who were at PAX, we just got to play as the soldiers surviving, and it was really good. And it doesn't really bring a whole lot that's new to shooters, but the fact that it's a solid aliens game is good. And I think the most standout feature of that game is the sound. The shotguns and the pulse rifles, and it is spot on sound. And so that really, because like all the headphones at the booths are like $500 headphones, so you get really good sound quality. And so yeah, I heard there was a really good sound. The game looks really nice. The aliens might be a little too easy to kill for a lot of fans, because if I remember from the movies, those aliens are some tough SOBs. But yeah, it's really cool, because then, like, as soon as you shoot someone, an alien from too close, you'll see, like, on your screen the acid a little bit. Yeah, there's like different classes of aliens, and it's really good. I really liked it. I think it's going to be a great game. Nothing outstanding. If I had to give a predicted score of what it's going to get, I'd say maybe an 8 out of 10, 7.5, 8 out of 10. So it's a solid game. I definitely suggest you try it. I'm sure I did a little bit more than I'm remembering, but I'm just going to go straight into the Wii U right now, because I know that's what everybody wants to hear. So the first thing I even did at PAX was, because like I'm a bigger Nintendo fan than my other friends. He still likes Nintendo too, but I was saying his diehard thing was Borderlands 2. My diehard thing was the Nintendo booth, of course. So I was like, I cannot leave PAX without touching a Wii U. That would kill me. And so the first thing that we did after we found out the Borderlands line was too long is we went to the Nintendo booth. And when we got there, the line, oh yeah, I just remembered something. Okay. There was kind of a big line for like Zombie U, but I don't know, it was like the first thing, we got stopped by this lady, and so she said, hey, you want a Zombie U picture taken? And I was thinking, oh great, it's gonna fail just like the Reggie Fils-Aimé thing. Actually, it's on the Facebook page, I need to check that. If I was gonna fail like the Reggie Fils-Aimé demo where he's like, I'm hungry, or whatever. That was pretty funny. But so yeah, I got mine, and it turned out really good, and that was the first time I touched a Wii U controller, guys. And it was magical. So let me explain to you my impressions of the Wii U controller. It's light. I know everybody says this, but like, everybody's saying, oh, it's pretty light. Well, I was thinking, I don't know what weight I was expecting, but I was expecting it to be light. This thing is barely heavier than the Wii remote. And Wii remotes are like pieces of paper. I kid you not, this thing is barely lighter than the Wii remote. You have nothing to worry about for weight. I was saying to the lady, I could throw this thing up and down all day long, and of course, I made her a little bit nervous. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But, yeah, and so that was my first thought, is that it was wide. It feels very comfortable in your hands. The thing I wasn't expecting, though, is that all the pictures don't do it justice. Is that, in my opinion, at least the way I saw it, it's really freaking wide. It's so much wider. It's like this wide, guys. I mean, I was expecting maybe like this wide, but it's like this wide. It's not that wide, but it's ridiculous how wide this thing is. And I was also surprised that the screen on the controller, it's not that huge. It's enough, but hold on, let me look at the 3DS XL screen. Yeah, I'd say it's maybe only 50% larger than the XL screen. So the XL screen, you can see right here, like relation right there. It's a decent sized screen. So yeah, I'd say the Wii U screen is only like 50% larger maybe than the XL screen, which is, you know, it's good, and it's very clear. You can tell it's not HD, but it's very clear, and it gets the point across. So I think that's all I can talk about. Oh yeah, well, I'll talk about the triggers on the remote on the back. They're not as sturdy as I was expecting, but you can manage. They're kind of like what's the PlayStation 3's controller? The DualShock controller. They weren't that strong originally, so I think they're kind of like that. But maybe it was just the demo one, you know, that 100 people have been playing. So that was my first impressions. I got a picture of Zombie U, and then I noticed that the line for Rayman Legends was really short, so I hopped into that one, and that was the first game I played with the Wii U. It was Rayman Legends, and you know, the girl at the booth, she asked me, hey, do you want to play with the controller, or do you want to play with the gamepad? And I was like, well, of course I'm going to play with the gamepad. And so I played with this green dude, just touching, and you can literally interact with everything in that game. It's ridiculous. I was lucky to have her there because she obviously knew where everything was, and I was kind of like, I was kind of more trying to look at the controller than I was playing the game. But yeah, it was really good. I really liked that game. It's definitely a very solid purchase. I think you guys can tell from my video here that my feelings about the Wii U have adjusted a little bit, and I'm realistically hyped about it. That's my wording. Is that before playing the Wii U, you have a hype meter that is like skyrocketing. It's like, now I'm still hyped, but I know what it is, and I have a solid, realistic understanding of it, and I know what I can do now. But I'll tell you that later. So yeah, I played Rayman, very fun. It's a lot like all the demos you've seen. Nothing a whole lot fresh there. I'll talk about Nintendo Land first. Yeah, I'll talk about Nintendo Land. So I played Nintendo Land. I played the whatchamacallit, the ninja game. I forget what it's called, but the ninja star throwing game. And I saw somebody, I don't remember who it was, but they went to the Wii U experience in their city. Maybe it was Pyro Tycoon. I don't remember. But and then they said they wanted to throw the stars as fast as they could just to test how responsive the Wii U controller was. So I did the same thing because I wanted to see for myself, and it is spot on accurate. Literally, I did it as fast as I could, and it kept up with me. My arm started to hurt after it because it was just so accurate. The calibration was a bit off, so I had to point it over here. I had to tilt it there. But I mean, you know, it's a big show floor. That can be what's it called, forgiven. So I'm gonna pick up this axe here just because I like it. Okay, then I'll move on to the Luigi's Mansion minigame on Nintendo Land. It was very, very good. I really enjoyed it, actually, and I played as you know, one of the 4 Luigis. I did that twice, and then I played as the ghost on the gamepad. It's a great game because it really forces you to do teamwork. And like, I was talking to these guys around me, I had no clue who they were. We were like, hey, we gotta get this ghost, let's kill this guy. So yeah, it was very good, very interactive, and I was like, come on you guys, help, revive me, and it was intense. It was like more intensity I've gotten from a mini game in a while. So yeah, it's a very good, solid experience. And then I played as the ghost, and that's where things get really interesting, is because you can see everything, and there's, you know, the ghost has a couple of vulnerabilities. Like, if you run as the ghost, they can see you. If you, sorry, I gotta move my chair. If you are in a hallway when lightning strikes, then they can see you. So there's like different conditions in which they can find you. It was really interesting, and there's like a ring around the ghost that indicates how much vibration the other people are going to feel. It's like when you're really close to someone, their controller is going to vibrate like crazy. So yeah, it's really good. And I like how if you capture someone as the ghost, you can drag their body away. It's a really good mini game that I bet Nintendo Land's going to be a lot of fun. My guess is that it might even last longer than Wii Sports did. I realize how popular Wii Sports was, but this is like a game that I would play often with my friends, as opposed to Wii Sports being more of a tech demo for the Wii. So yeah, Pikmin 3 was there, but I did not get the chance to play it, so I'm sorry. I think sorry, before I talk about Zombie U, the shortest line when I first got to the Wii U setup was Ninja Gaiden 3, and I thought, hey, well, I got, even if I don't play Zombie U, I have to have played a hardcore game on the Wii U. So I've never played Ninja Gaiden before, but I picked this thing up, and it was really good. Ninja Gaiden's not my favorite, but it was fast, and the guy was talking about how much this game has improved since it came on the Xbox. It like amped up the gore, and that was the guy at the booth. That was his favorite thing. And yeah, they just fixed a lot of things that were wrong in PlayStation 3 and Xbox. It started to hurt my fingers after a while, just mashing buttons after, I don't know, I was tired the whole day. I'm still tired from it. Okay, I'll talk about Project P100. I'm starting to get really tired, guys. So Project P100, I wasn't really all into it, and when people on the internet are saying, oh, it's a fantastic game, I was like, yeah, it looks alright, but I didn't really get the feel of it. And then I actually played it for myself, and it's very cool. I misunderstood it, actually. It's, I don't think I'd buy it, but, it's really good. I mean, yeah. Well, here, I'll just tell you what my experience was. This is like, in the demo, you only get three objects. You get, if you draw a circle, everybody turns into a fist. If you draw a line, everybody turns into a sword. And if you draw a gun, a couple people turn into a gun. But you have a limited amount of power usage for each of those weapons. The other time, you can just use your strength and numbers to take out bad guys. So the game is really good. I mean, I'm trying to give you guys insight to something you couldn't see on the internet. And for Project P100, I couldn't see anything that the internet couldn't give you. The only thing that was really cool was as soon as your team goes into like a building and your regular camera cannot see it, then you look down at your Wii U pad or Wii U gamepad, and it shows you the inside of the building. And then now you're playing under here, and then you look back up. So it's very cool. Yeah, but not really something I would jump out and grab. I didn't get a chance to play Scribblenauts. I apologize. I'm a big Scribblenauts fan, but yeah, the line was long the whole time, and there was just a bunch of little kids, and I did not want to wait in that line. So, I mean, I'm sure it's not that great. I knew some people that were off to the side. I never actually talked to them, but I watched them play it, and they seemed like they were having a good time. So yeah, I want to talk about Zombie U, which actually I forgot to show you the swag I got for Zombie U. Check it out. Alright, hold on a second. Probably already saw it. So, I don't know how much you guys can see, because it's a friggin' camera, but... So that's what I got from the Zombie U booth. It's really... Zombie U was a game that caught my interest. Well, I'm talking about before I went to PAX. Zombie U was a game that caught my interest, but I needed to play it to know whether or not I liked it. And let me tell you guys, Zombie U very well could be the best exclusive on the Wii U at launch. I kid you not. The game looks awesome. The sound, equally as good as I described Colonial Marines, if not better. And they just set the mood so well, and it's so intense, and you can see how excited I am, because Zombie U was fantastic. I mean, granted, I only played one level. I played that nursery level that you watch all the videos on YouTube. I played that, and it's so good. I mean, I'm not one for horror games, so the fact that I liked it this much is great. It's a really good sign that it's going to be a good game. So, yeah. And then, like, like the shotgun blows people's heads off. I like the fact that you need to follow the double tap rule for those of you who watch Zombieland. The ability to use your touchpad to like drag weapons in, and basically the Wii U gamepad makes everything so much faster. Not so much faster, but you know, normally if you were playing on like Xbox, you have to hit Y, switch to this weapon, Y, switch to the next weapon, Y, switch to the next weapon, and then you get that weapon that you wanted. But here, you can have 4 things equipped, and you can just tap, I want this one, tap, I want this one. And, you know, that's not something you can do on another console, is have several different things equipped, and then do it that quickly. You know, I mean, maybe you could do that on, like, Gears of War, how they have it on the D-pad, where there's the 3, you know, each weapon's assigned to a button on the D-pad. But, I mean, unless you have that memorized, you wouldn't know which one you're switching. The gamepad, you can say, oh, I want the crossbow, tap the crossbow. Oh, I want the shotgun, tap the shotgun. It's very fast, and it keeps the game moving, you know? And it's a great game. I'm really excited about it. And I noticed when the guy in front of me was playing that there was a zombie he was fighting. It's like the nurse of the nursery. She'll jump at you and attack, and then you'll fight her for a little bit. She'll take some damage, then she just vanishes. And I asked her, what's wrong with the game or something? And she said, oh no, that's actually like part of the story. That there's gonna be some zombies that have like special powers and stuff. So yeah, I was really impressed with the game. I was hoping to have more to say about it, but I really don't. Just, if you're gonna look forward to any exclusive games, if you had to look forward to one, pay the most attention to Zombie U. That's what I'm gonna say to you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I know this one was hella long. I probably split it into 2 parts. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and here's a slideshow of like pictures and video. Roll it.
Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. Bass. I'm eating Fun Dip right now.
Not giving a fuck.